This is Chris Videos. Like, subscribe to TNW Wrestling on YouTube. Subscribe to my other channel, Word of Chris. Subscribe to this channel, Chris Videos. And follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and I'll be down there in the description box. And I'm here to do my AEW Rampage March 11th, 2022 reviews. So here we go, discussing about the first match of Rampage. Now we had Darby Allin with Sting at ringside versus Mark Quinn with Isaiah Cassidy, Private Party, and it was a pretty good match between Darby and Mark. At one point in this match, we see Mark Quinn jumping off the top turnbuckle, hitting a 450 splash off the top turnbuckle on a Darby Allin outside of the ring, which was pretty nice. But at the very ending of this match, we see him try hitting a 450 splash again off the turnbuckle, and then he misses, and then Darby Allin locked on the Fuji Rama armbar. It's hard to say the armbar's name, but he had the armbar locked on to Mark Quinn. It's the one where he's like laying on his stomach and he just pulls back on the arm. So he had that locked on and he tapped out. So yeah, Darby Allin defeated Mark Quinn tonight on Rampage. That's what happened. But then we see Andrade El Idolo and Jose and the Butcher and the Blade come out, and they was going to come in and attack Sting and Darby Allin, but then the Hardy Boys theme song hits, and then they run down pretty much, and no attack didn't happen. So yeah, that's what happened. So for that match, I'll give it 2 stars. That's why I'll give that match. But then we had an interview backstage. Scorpio Sky and Dan Lambert was pretty much talking. Dan Lambert saying that this Wednesday on Dynamite, Scorpio Sky will be defending the TNT Championship against Wardlow, and Scorpio Sky will beat him. So yeah, that's what he was saying, and pretty much Ethan Page was saying that Scorpio will be defending 2 titles, his undefeated streak and the TNT Championship, this Wednesday on Dynamite. So yeah, that match will be happening on Dynamite. And forgot to mention, AEW Rampage will be airing at 11:30 next week. So yeah, there'll be a gap between SmackDown and AEW Rampage. So yeah, Rampage will be airing at 11:30 and be ending at 12:30. So I'll be doing my review on that later on that night next week. But up next, we're going to see Jamie Hayter versus Mercedes Martinez up next on Rampage. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Until then. So the next thing that happened on AEW Rampage, it was a one-on-one match. It was Mercedes Martinez versus Jamie Hayter with the AEW Women's Champion Britt Baker and Rebel at ringside. It was an okay match between the two, but at the very ending of this match, we seen Mercedes Martinez hitting the German suplex onto Jamie Hayter off the top turnbuckle while she was sitting on the turnbuckle. That's what she'd done. And pretty much it laid out Jamie Hayter, and the referee was checking on her. But while the referee was checking on her, Mercedes was trying to pull back up the top onto the turnbuckle. But then Britt Baker gets on the ring apron and starts hitting Mercedes and then knocking her off the top turnbuckle. And then Mercedes got back up to her feet, and then she gets hit with a clothesline from Jamie Hayter. And then she got pinned for the 3 count. So yeah, Jamie Hayter defeated Mercedes Martinez tonight on Rampage. That's what happened. So yeah, it was an okay match. For that match, I'll just give it 1.5 stars. But yep, that's what happened. But then it looked like Britt Baker, Rebel, and Jamie Hayter was going to attack Mercedes Martinez in the ring. But then Thunder Rosa comes down with a steel chair, chasing them out of the ring. So yeah, that's what happened. But next, we're going to see another match. It will be Keith Lee versus QT Marshall up next on Rampage. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Until then. So the next thing that happens on AEW Rampage. So it was a one-on-one match. It was Keith Lee versus QT Marshall, and at ringside with QT Marshall, it was Aaron Solo and Nick Camarado, and we've seen Ricky Starks and Will Hobbs at the commentary table. But it was an okay one-on-one match. At the ending of this match, we've seen QT try to hit the diamond cutter onto Keith Lee, but Keith Lee caught him and wouldn't fall down, and he lifted him back up, hits a shoulder block onto him, turning him inside out pretty much, and then he picks him up on his shoulders, and then drops him with like the attitude adjustment with the splash. I forgot what he calls that move, but that's what he hit on him and then pinned him for the 3 count. So yeah, Keith Lee defeated QT Marshall tonight on Rampage. That's what happened. It was an okay match, but then after the match ended, Aaron Solo was trying to attack him, and then Keith Lee flipped him over his shoulders, and then Nick Comoroto got in the ring, and then both of them starts brawling, and Keith Lee hits the powerbomb onto him, laying him out, and then he grabs Aaron Solo, throws him over the top rope onto QT Marshall and Nick Comoroto, but then Will Hobbs and Ricky Starks comes down there attacking Keith Lee, and then Will Hobbs hits the spine buster onto Keith Lee, laying him out. So yeah, that's what happened. Pretty good match of stuff though, and what happened after the match was pretty good. So yeah, for all that stuff, I'll give it 2 stars. That's what I'll give it. But next, it'll be the main event. It'll be Shane Strickland versus Tony Nese up next on Rampage. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Until then. So the next thing that happened on AEW Rampage, it was the main event. It was Shane Swerve Strickland versus Tony Nese 1-on-1. Now, of course, before every main event match happens on Rampage, they have their interview or whatever with Mark Henry and all that. Pretty much just talking crap to each other. But then we get into the main event. It was a pretty good match. Easily match of the night, actually. Well, this match was probably match of the night, but Mark Quinn and Darby Allin tore the house down as well. So yeah, but yeah, this match was pretty good. At the very ending of this match, at one point, it like Tony Nese was going to win when he hit the 450 splash onto Shane, and then pinned him, but he barely kicked out at 2. But at the ending, we seen Swerve hitting that kick to the back of the head on the Tony Nese, laying him out, and then he climbed up the top turnbuckle, jumping off with a double foot stomp onto Tony Nese, and then he pinned him for the 3 count. So yeah, Shane Swerve Strickland defeated Tony Nese tonight on Rampage. That's what happened. Pretty good match, like I said. I'll give that match 2.5 stars. But yeah, that match was match of the night. Pretty good match. But for tonight's AEW Rampage, I'll give out of 5. I'll give it 2.5 stars. That's why I'll give it. It was a good Rampage and all that, but you know, it was an average one, pretty much. But yeah, Swerve has won his in-ring debut on AEW now, and yeah, that match was easily match of the night. But second of all was Darby Allin versus Mark Quinn. Now that match was pretty good. Jamie Hayter versus Mercedes Martinez was but it was still pretty good. And then Keith Lee versus QT Marshall, it was whatever. But yeah, I like with Keith Lee and stuff, they're going to go on with the feud between him and Team Taz. So yeah, that's probably going to be an okay feud right there. But yeah, like I said, Rampage was okay tonight. Like I said, it was pretty good. But yeah, that has been my AEW Rampage March 11th, 2022 reviews. Like, subscribe to TNW Wrestling on YouTube. Subscribe to my other channel, World of Chris, and subscribe to this channel, Chris with Ales. And follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and I'll be down there in the description box. And yeah, Rampage next week will be airing at 11:30. So yeah, I'll be doing it later on that night. And yeah, I'll see you guys later until this Monday's Monday Night Raw reviews. See you guys later until then.